Dodge City yards of the Santa Fe stood a freight made up for the East. The engineer with his oil and waste stood grooming the great iron beast. 10 cars back in the murky dusk, a boxcar door swung wide, and a hobo lifted his pal aboard to start on his last long ride. The lantern swung, the freight pulled out, the engine had gathered speed. The engineer pulled his throttle wide and clucked to his fiery steed. 10 cars back in the murky dusk, the hobo rolled a pill. The flare of the match showed his partner's face, stark white and deathly still. As the train wheels clicked on the coupling joints, a song for the rambler's ear, the hobo talked to the still white form, his pal for many a year. It's a mighty long time we've rambled, Jack, with the luck of men that roam. The back door steps for a dining room, the boxcar for a home. Well, we dodged the bulls on the eastern route, the cops on the Chesapeake. We rode the Leadville narrow gauge in the days of Cripple Creek. And we traveled down through sunny Cal on the rails of the old SP. And of all you had, through good or bad, half always belonged to me. I made a promise to you, Jack, if I lived and you cashed in, to take you back to that old churchyard, bury you there with your kin. I'm keeping my promise to you, Jack, taking you home on the fly. It's a decent way for a boat to go home to the by and by. I knew that the fever had you, Jack, that doctor just wouldn't come. He was too busy with the wealthy folks to doctor a worn-out bum. As the train rolled over the ribbons of steel, straight through to the east it sped. The engineer in his high cab seat kept his eyes on the rails ahead. 10 cars back in the murky dusk, a lonely hobo sighed for the days of old and his pal so cold who was taking his last long ride.